I'm going to make this video very, very short. What is going on in Judge Ratha's courtroom is beyond concerning at this point. I feel like we are witnessing a crime scene in action in that courtroom. I mean, now, Advocate Timnisi gets accused heinously, and I'm not even going to give any credence to this accusation by even mentioning it because it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and I can understand what sort of damage such a thing will do to your mind, and how do you fairly and holistically do you represent your client under such an accusation? So it is clear that there's a strategy here, and the strategy is very, very clear. Now that the state is falling apart, its case is falling apart, and let's not lose another advocate because it's going to be becoming a little too obvious, if you know what I mean, the 10th of December 2024. And they're like, we need to find a different strategy on how do we force this particular advocate. Because Advocate Timnisi has been a problem not only to the state, because he is busy just chopping the state's case into pieces, into shreds. But what about the judge as well? So the strategy, I think, that is being driven here is to drive Advocate Timnisi out of this matter. Out, like he must be driven out. And I think they almost succeeded, because an accusation of this nature would be disturbing. It will, not only would he be disturbed to go and get mental health assistance, but also quit this entire legal fraternity altogether. That is what I am seeing, or at least that's what where I'm standing, looking in. That's the strategy. Drive him out, let him stop. Let's get somebody, I don't know who, and who this person is going, and how they are going to fully represent Musisibia and Bongani Ntansi. The problem is Advocate Timnisi here. End of story. End of story. Advocate Timnisi has destroyed the state's case. And since he has destroyed the state's case, now, I mean, there's still a long way to go, by the way. There's still a long way to go. So the accusations of assassinating the investigating officer, right, like, as if he doesn't have bodyguards, as if he doesn't have the Akuruleni SWAT team. I heard that it got disbanded. Like, really? I mean, I knew something was going to come out of this. And I thought the three gentlemen that were arrested in court, also they said they were taken for questioning and profiling, they got nothing out of them. Or maybe because they read the social medias and the South Africans were like, ngeke, it's a lie. So then they had to devise a different strategy. And the strategy is, let's accuse Mnisi because it seems like he has a little bit of a weak character. So they think Advocate Timnisi has a weakness, and that weakness has to do with his name, has to do with his career, has to do with his persona. And it definitely is going to rack his brain. It has racked his brain. That is why he was asking for a postponement. Judge Ratha refused it flat out. And he said this matter is going to continue. And I'm wondering if the state was in Mr. Mnisi's shoe, that matter would have been postponed in the morning. Oh, little child, my little boy, what was happening to you? I will get you the best psychologists and psychiatrists, okay? We're going to postpone this man, even if it means we resume in 2030, 35. We're going to do that. Oh, my goodness, my baby. But because it is the dark horse. Is it the dark horse? What was it? A black horse? Because this is a black horse, who cares? We are watching, and I'm telling you, we are witnessing a crime scene in that courtroom, in my opinion. We are. Now, Judge Ratha, I think maybe it was a slip of a tongue because he gave him an idea Like, well, unless you say that you need to go consult a psychologist, then okay, you are tying my hands, and that's when Mr. Mnisi says, yeah, I need to consult. But once again, Judge Ratha wants to press as if things happen at the snap of a finger. You call a psychologist without any appointment, and then you now give it. No, that's not how things are done. Can you postpone? Give him a chance to consult, because you don't gonna consult any psychologist. You need to get the best of the best out there, so that the whatever now he is suffering with psychologically can be resolved quickly, so that we can come back and resume this matter. It's clear that this matter is going to be resumed in 2026. I mean, just like we did predict, some of us early this year, that 2026 is going to go by and we'll still be right here. And I still say, I think we're going to be here until 2028. At most, not at most, actually, at least by 2028. But the utmost part is 2029 when the judgment gets delivered. So we're going to be here for a while, because clearly Judge Ratha is not interested in putting an end to this, because look at what's going on right now. Look at what's going on right now. If this is not proof to anybody that here, sekudlalwa strategy, man. And I don't know how that is going to help the state in any way. I don't know. I really do not know. But you see, I get it. And you know, till now we refuse to Glalwa, by the way. They've tried to play us. They've tried to play us, but we refuse to be played in this matter. We refuse to be played. But anyways, I don't know what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts about what's going on in Judge Ratha's courtroom? What's the strategy are you thinking? Because my strategy the strategy I think they are driving is that Advocate Mnisi quits this trial. He quits representing accused number 1 and accused number 2, respectively. That's what they are trying to do. Because Judge Ratha will press the accelerator by refusing to postpone, which will force Advocate Mnisi saying, then I can't represent my client. I can't. And then the order will be, okay, Mr. Mnisi is no longer representing accused number 1 and accused number 2. The matter is still going to be postponed anyway for probably another 6, 7, or even an entire year before they bring in a whole new lawyer that still have to consult, familiarize themselves with the transcripts, which probably by now they've gone to 100,000. So I don't know what the strategy is here. And I will say it again, unfortunately, the Maiwas have been forgotten. So since the Maiwas are forgotten, it's no longer about them. It's no longer about finding justice for Senzo Maiwa. It's now about saving careers and liberties, faces, and reputations. That's what it's about now. It's no longer about Senzo Maiwa. It's so sad what is going on. It is so sad. Anyways, let me leave the video right here. Please don't leave without liking, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.